Holder. The Indians are coached by Martina Mihailovich. The Ravens are coached by Mr. Joel Branstrom. He is assisted by Evan Washington and Don Shipman.
Welcome tonight to the Ravens girls basketball game versus Shawnee Mission North. It's going to be a good game tonight, Jack. What are we looking at?
Well, the Ravens team came off a big win last Friday night at Olathe East High School. Their girls are pretty competitive, the Hawks I mean, and it was a tough matchup. They did a good job shutting down one of their stars, McKenna Weinmiller, and played great on the offensive end, so we're looking for the Ravens to come back with a repeat performance. Look for Sarah Beth to take her shots early, and hopefully the Ravens can play some stout defense, and we'll see what goes down.
Sure, and here's the tip. Get ready here, and the tip goes to the Indians. Summer Winnicky takes down the court right now, guarded by Sarah Beth Geldner. Passes to number 10, Daniel Scaduto. Erica Bay steals the ball, takes it to the court. Looking at Sarah Beth Geldner, taking it up for an easy layup, and that'll be two right there.
That's a fantastic start right there from the Ravens. Good defense by Erica Bay. Didn't even need any help to get the steal, just did it face up, guarding her girl. Sarah Beth finishes at the other end.
Yep. Summer Winnicky taking the ball up again, passes to 33, Anna Harrison. Anna Harrison to Daniel Scaduto. Scaduto goes up. No good. Sarah Beth Geldner going down the floor, looking for she's going to take it up by herself and gets fouled on the way up.
Good pass on the other end down there by Harrison. She had her girl open on the pick and roll. The Ravens just have some active hands and make it tough to get shots off.
That foul will be on Allison Dowd there.
Looks like the Ravens are going to try to get out in transition tonight. 2 possessions in a row that Sarah Beth has gone up.
In the first shot, that's going to be good. And the second shot is also good. Yeah, one thing I noticed is the Ravens seem to be playing a lot stronger defense now than they were earlier in the season.
And it definitely has come a long way. They stay active. Nobody's complacent. See, if you watch number 10, Mary Reber, she's up on her girl 5 feet outside the three-point line. They're denying every single pass. They're working hard off screens. They don't want anything to come easy.
That's going to be 22. Mary Reber gets the ball, steals the ball there after the bad pass. Passes up to Sarah Beth Geldner. Sarah Beth's going to be looking for something. And she's going to pass off to Mary Reber up on the outside of the key right there. Passing it over to Erica Bay. Erica Bay looking. Passing back to Sarah Beth Geldner. Sarah Beth's going up out to Mary Reber. Mary Reber's going to look. Riley Wade. And that's going to be Liz Thomas. No good on the three. Mary's going to get the rebound and take it up for 2. That's going to be no good there.
And we saw a missed shot there from Liz Thomas, but if the Indians are going to stay in that 2-3 zone, the Ravens are a dangerous shooting team. They just haven't really had to show it so far this year. They haven't had to shoot from outside, but that's definitely a talent that they possess.
That ball looked like it was poked out, but ref called over and back there.
Substitution for Shawnee Mission North, number 42, Madison Rosas.
You don't only have 42? Okay.
This on is faster than Mary Reber. Mary Reber's going to take it up here. That's not to Riley Wade at the top. Sarah Beth looking for 3, nothing there. Pass back out to Sarah Beth. Come back 3, and that's going to be good.
And that's when you know you're a shooter right there. When you can miss a shot, come back, get the ball in the same spot, and knock it down. Just have the confidence to do exactly what you need to do.
42, Madison Roses. Pass to Madison Kohler. Kohler to Anna Harrison. Harrison for 3, and that's going to be good.
Good looking shot there from the Indians. Kohler just kind of screened off the defender and left some space.
Reber's looking over to Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas dribbling around, going back to Reber, and that's going to be 3. And that's going to be good.
3-pointer.
And like we just said not too long ago, the Ravens are going to have to show off the deep range tonight. I mean, along with that three-point shot, check for Riley Wade cutting up to the free throw line. That's where the 2 holes are in this defense.
Winnicky taking it up, and that's going to be good for 2 right there.
Summerall Winnicky.
Mary Reaver to Sarah Beth Geldner. Sarah Beth's looking inside, pass back to Mary Reaver. Mary Reaver's going to pass it all the way out to Riley Wade, and Riley Wade's going to take it up. Looked like almost travel there, but nothing. The Indians taking on the court. Winnicky guarded by Liz Thomas.
Thomas right there is trying to take advantage of the freshman. She wants her to go left, giving her no opportunity to go right.
Hooked out with Mary Reaver. Mary Reaver's going to guard hard. Going up and just be fouled on the floor there.
Smart play by Reber. She knows her defender is chasing her. Not going to allow herself to be blocked. Instead, she stops, draws the foul, and Ravens are going to get the ball on the baseline.
Yeah, that's not the first time we've seen Mary Reber making those hard plays and getting the steal up by half court. She's been doing that all year. Sarah Beth out, passing up to Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas is going to go for 3, and that's going to be no good, but Riley Wade takes it back up. It's good for 2.
Riley Wade.
That's another advantage the Ravens are going to have playing against this defense. It's sometimes hard to find your man and box out when you're playing in the 2-3 zone. You don't have a matchup 2 feet away from you that you can just put your butt on. So the Indians are going to have to match up with the Ravens as soon as a shot goes up, and so far they haven't done such a good job.
That shot's going to be by Harrison. That's going to be an air ball. Erica Bay blocks out, and Ravens get the ball there. Mary Reaver taking the ball up the court. Looking for something. Goes to Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas looking inside. Nothing there. Passes it over to Riley Wade. Riley Wade's looking inside. He's going to end up driving it. Pass back out to Mary Reaver. Mary Reaver's going. Erica Bay for 3. And that's going to be good.
And with that, you've seen 3 different Ravens knock down a 3-pointer. Liz Thomas has taken 2 and been close on 1, so that just shows you how lethal they can be. Erica Bay being the tallest player on the floor, she steps out and hits a 3. This Ravens team is dangerous.
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons offensively. Even Erica Bay, like you said, being the tallest player, still manages to hit 3s consistently. Winnicky. Pass out to number 10. Daniel Scooter is stolen though. Riley Wade's taking up the court. It's going to go all the way with it. And nothing there. A little bit of a scramble at that side of the court. Indians going to come away with the ball. Winnicky taking it up. Looking inside. Tipped out. Recovered by the Indians though. Tipped out by Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth's going to pass to Mary Reaver. Mary's going to go for 2, and that's going to be good right there.
Mary Reaver.
Good vision there from Sarah Beth to get the ball up ahead to her teammate for a layup.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
Ravens going to take a timeout real quick.
One really good thing that we've seen from the Ravens, every single time they get a rebound, they get a steal, they're pushing up the court. Even if it's 4-on-5 or 3-on-5 and the Indians have started to set up, they get down the court quick, they get right into their offense, and if they can, they're going to try to get a layup.
Yeah, one thing we like seeing with the Ravens are not put on any kind of breaks. They're just pushing it hard. They haven't really done that a lot this season, but they're starting off really quick against this North Indians team here.
And so far, 17 points in the first quarter with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. I mean, 17 points so far is a pretty good pace for the offense.
Brandon's going to come back out with the starting 5. Indians ball here.
Ravens are going to come out of the timeout in a little bit of a pressure trap half-court type of thing. They're going to bring pressure from Erica Bay and Sarah Beth up at the top, try to cause some problems.
And that's
just
exactly
like that.
What they did, yep. Sarah Beth's going to see him take it all the way. Right before she gets inside the key, and that's going to be good for 2. 19-5.
And that's the absolutely terrible part about guarding Sarah Beth. You don't really ever feel like you get to take a break because it's not like she is limited to the paint. She can shoot from anywhere she chooses on the floor as she pulls up from the elbow.
Not quite there, though, but as you see the pressure that they're putting on at half court, the Ravens are so far. 2 steals in the last 2 possessions. The Ravens pressuring really hard on the inside. That's going to be no good. Recovered by Mary Reber. Mary's going to take it up. Looking for Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas is going to go inside with it. Nothing. Pass it back to Riley Wade. Riley Wade for 3, and that's going to be no good. Almost covered by Erica Bay there. That's going to be recovered by, nope, still the Indians.
One thing the Indians have struggled a little bit on offense, they keep trying to throw all of their passes over the top instead of throwing bounce passes or getting out to the side. Everything is over the top. The Ravens have their hands up when they're playing the active defense that they like to play. That's a tough pass to make.
Yeah, they're stopping that half court and just kind of getting themselves stuck. That's 3 for Sarah Beth, and that's going to be no good. Recovered by Riley Wade. Sarah Beth go for air ball, though.
Substitution for Olathe Northwest.
Ashley Cass comes in for Erica Bay.
35.
And I've been really, really impressed with Ashley Cass's performances this season. Last time we were in this building, she had an amazing performance with 8, I think maybe 10 points, several rebounds, and quite a few defensive stops at the right time to secure the win. Last Friday at Olathe East, she played some great defense, put in 2 layups when we needed it most.
Haley McCormick also subs in for Sarah Beth, and that's going to be tipped out by the Ravens there. Great defense by Liz Thomas, though.
Substitution for the Indians, number 52, Brittany Lee.
Haley McCormick guarding up top. Taking the spot of Sarah Beth. That's going to be tapped out by Riley Wade. Riley Wade's going to pass to Mary Rivers to take up the court now. Over to Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas back to Riley Wade. Riley Wade to Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas for 3. And that's going to be good.
And that's a nice shot to see right there from Liz Thomas, forcing a timeout from Shawnee Mission North. We've seen her take 3 shots. Hopefully she gets rolling. It's a good-looking shot when it goes in.
It's going to be 22-5 with 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Yeah, the Ravens really pushing the pace in this game so far.
Right, 22 points in the first quarter is pretty impressive. Doesn't happen very often in a high school basketball game at all. So
almost every single possession by the Indians, the ball's been stolen or hit out of bounds by the Ravens. Ravens really pushing the pressure hard on defense.
And we'll see how long they can continue playing defense like this. Hopefully they don't get too tired, but the nice thing is, if they play this well, they'll have some subs to play on the back end instead of having to keep the starters out there for a full 32 minutes.
Full timeout. Timeout's coming to end here. And Ian's going to go back out with their, not with the starting 5, it's the starting 5, that's not it. Summer Winky taking the ball up the court, guarded by Liz Thomas. All the way up, seen that pressure we've seen all game. Trying to do something inside, not quite there. Harrison goes up. And bit of a fumble there on the Ravens side, but can't quite get the rebound.
10 seconds left on the clock. The Ravens are getting what they want. They want panic out of Shawnee Mission North, and that's what they're getting.
By the way, guarding really well up here. That's off to Harrison. Nothing's gonna happen here before the end of the quarter. And that's gonna hold it 22-5 at the end of the first quarter for the Ravens up.
And a good 30-second defensive possession there from the Ravens. Played lockdown. Did not allow a good shot. Caused the Indians to panic a little bit, and we go to the half 22-5. End of the first quarter.
Yep.
I need a sideline report during this quarter.
We're getting back for a short break. The beginning of the second quarter. All the subs are back in the game except for Holly McCormick. She's in. Up there looking for something. Pass back to Liz Thomas though. Liz Thomas looking outside Mary Reber. Mary going to drive inside, pass to Holly McCormick. McCormick's going to pass back to Thomas. Thomas to Bay. Bay back to Thomas. Sarah Beth's going to take it inside. Going back out, looking for something. Can't quite find the open she wants. Out to Bay. Thomas to McCormick. All the way across to Mary Reber. Can't quite find the opening they need right now.
And that possession didn't quite end the way they wanted it to, but the Ravens are doing a good job of moving the ball. The ball was not sticking with any one player. No more than, I think, 3 dribbles per player. So they were moving the ball well. They just didn't get the shot they were looking for.
Something that Shawnee Mission North's been talking about at the end of the first quarter, how to get some better defense because the Ravens are just pushing so hard on offense. Sarah Beth's going to punch that ball back out. It's recovered by Indians, though. Number 20, Allison Dowd. That's going to be stolen by Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth's going to take it up easy for an easy 2 right there.
And those are the kind of passes that the Lady Indians need to learn not to throw rather quickly. They keep trying to go over the top of their defender, and that's just not going to work.
Yeah, they need some more help on the passes like that right there. We'll try to go over. It's going to jump ball. Just some bad passes by the Indians is really what's costing them on the possessions.
Substitution for Olathe Northwest, number 35.
Liz Thomas coming out for Ashley Cass. Getting 2 big players in there. Shawnee North struggling to find an opening. Goes to number 40, Addison Kohler. Back to 33, Harrison. Harrison's going to be looking for something to Winnicky. Winnicky's going to take it inside. Going to be denied, and it's going to be traveled.
Not a bad take there from Winnicky. Unfortunately, she had nothing going at the end of that.
Mary's going to take the ball up the floor. Need to have a better possession here, breaking inside this Indians defense. It's Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth to Reber. They're going inside, passing back out to Holly McCormick. Inside to Bet or Cash, and Sarah Beth's going to take the ball, but it'll be no good there.
One thing the Ravens might want to consider exploiting is Cass caught the ball wide open along the baseline. If she can knock down about a 7-8 foot jumper right there, it's going to be tough to defend.
Yeah, there's not a lot of height on the Indians. They can kind of block some passes, get into Cass. If she can get down low and get some high passes, she'll be dead.
And especially when one of the natural holes in that 2-3 zone is back and forth along the baseline.
Yep. Yeah, she'll be a dangerous player. That's me out in the Indians there.
Substitution for Shawnee Mission North, number 42, Madison Rosas.
And that's going to be...
Timeout on the floor.
That's a timeout for the Ravens.
It's a full timeout.
The Ravens have not been quite as productive on the offensive end in this quarter. They only have 2 points on the board after 2.5 minutes.
And that's something that Brandon's been calling the timeouts, talks to him about, is how to break that North defense that they seem to have strengthened up after the first quarter. We're going to take it to our sideline reporter Q. Here's what he has to say.
All right. Coach Bransham's loving the aggressive offense right now. The Ravens are currently winning 24-5. Absolutely dominating the court. Sarah Beth Gellner's got a ton of points right now. And the teamwork is working out pretty well.
Thank you, Q, for that sideline report.
Great insight there. I really love that knowledge. some info I didn't quite have from watching the game earlier, but I'm glad to know. Glad to know all that now. And then Mary Reber. Mary Reber's going to take it to the court. Sarah Beth going outside. Oh, they seem to have a bit of an opening. Didn't take that shot there. Sarah Beth for 3, and that's going to be good. Putting some more points on the board in this second quarter.
And you and I both know that quite obviously Sarah Beth is by far and away the most confident shooter on this Northwest team, but that kind of just pull-up attitude is what the Ravens have been needing the past few minutes. They haven't been quite as aggressive with the shot selection. For example, Liz Thomas hasn't taken a few threes from spots where she maybe would have, so that was a good shot to see from SB.
That was a bad pass from the Indians, recovered by Erica Bay. Back to Reber. That's going to haul in the court, taking the 3. A little long there. The rebound's going to be, they had it for second, popped out though. Indian recovered the ball.
Good find there by Reber to find McCormick in the corner.
Yeah, the Ravens were taking some really aggressive shots in the first quarter, which is, mainly why they were scoring so much, and they've been a little more timid this second quarter with their shot selection. That's from out in the ends. Ravens ball.
And a good idea there by the Lady Indians. That backdoor cut will be open, especially with the amount of pressure that the Lady Ravens are bringing on the outside. So a backdoor cut with a little pass from the post player. Not a bad idea. Just Winicky didn't finish the cut.
On the court with the ball. Looking outside. Over to Bay. Bay to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth looking inside to Cass. Didn't capitalize on it though. That Mary Reber for 3, and that's going to be good.
Smooth shots from the Ravens right now. They're feeling it.
Yeah, those are the aggressive shots we need. There's no reason to be, timid with their, anxious with their shots. You're up 25. Good defense by Ashley Cass there. Number 40 for the Indians going to take it up. Recovered by Holly McCormick. Over to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth's going to take this up. Looking in outside. Mary Reber with the ball now. Ashley Cass inside. Erica Bay going inside. He's going to take the shot, and that's going to be good.
Good aggressive drive there from Bay. Took it all the way herself. Pretty finish.
Ashley Cass seems to be a little disappointed that she's not getting all the looks she needs on the inside of the key there.
And it's tough, especially against a zone, to really post up and play like the 6'3" player that you are.
42, Madison Rosas getting a little upset there with Sarah Beth's defense.
Substitutions for Olathe Northwest, number 2, Joan Reber, and number 25, Riley Wade.
Sarah Beth seems to be giggling a little bit.
Number 1,
I think she's got in her head and she knows it.
Yep. Big part of the game there. Once you get inside the opponent's head, it's shuts him down a little mentally there. Joan Reber outside of Riley Wade. Riley Wade over to Joan. Sarah Beth for 3, and that's going to be no good. Sarah Beth almost their own rebound though, and steals the ball away from the Indians. Over to Riley Wade. Riley Wade's going to look for something, and it's going to be a foul on the Indians.
Fantastic play there from Sarah Beth. That's the kind of play right there that separates her from the rest. Not only does she have a pretty amazing shooting ability, but that hustle play right there makes the difference every single time.
Yeah, hustle the opposite side of the court to get her own rebound. Incredible. Sarah Beth looking over to Joan Reber. Back to Sarah Beth for 3, and that's going to be no dice. Riley Wade going up for the rebound, and there's 1. And 1.
And once again, the Ravens capitalize on the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Riley Wade is always in the right place at the right time for those rebounds. Shooting 1 here. And that's going to be good.
Substitution for the Ravens.
Hayden McCormick coming in for Holly McCormick there. Winnicky taking the ball up the floor, guarded heavily by Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth's really just been killing it up at the half court against the Indians here. Over the top, backdoor pass, and that's going to go out of bounds on the Indians.
And right there, that's all Ashley Cass. Her stepping up and being the help defender with her hands up in the air. I mean, no one's going to challenge that. Even the 5'10" Kohler, she just chose to dump it off, and it rolled out of bounds.
Ashley Cass to Wade to Haley McCormick, and that's for three, and that's going to be no good, in and out.
That's a good look there from McCormick. She doesn't get a lot of shots up, but she is quite an impressive three-point shooter. She'll probably get some playing time a little bit later in this game, considering it's a 30-point ball game with about a minute and 40 seconds left in the half.
Yep. McCormick also one of those players with really good shooting ability, and that's going to be driven by Summer Winnicky for 2 points.
The first time the Indians have been on the board in near 10 minutes.
That's going to be Sarah Beth for three. Nothing there. Indians cover the ball. Up to 20. Allison Dowd. Dowd's going to go in and out. Winnicky over to Dowd again. Dowd for three. No good. Recovered by Ashley Cass. And Cass seems to be looking for Riley Wade, but she's running the court. Didn't see that pass. .33. Harrison going up, and that's good for three.
And all of a sudden, the Indians have doubled their point total. Still a 25-point game.
Riley Wade going outside, looking for a shot there over to Reber. Reber going back over to Riley Wade. Riley's going to drive it inside, passing it back out to Ashley Cash. Ashley to Sarah Beth. To Reber for three. Not quite there. Recovered by the Indians. Harrison with the ball up top. Guarded by McCormick. Bad pass, and that's going to go out of bounds on the Indians.
Good defensive possession there by the Ravens. The last thing they want to do is give up a bucket going into half. They stay in front, and there's about 14 seconds left on the clock for the Ravens to work with.
Geary's going to sub with the last 14 seconds for Riley Wade. Give her a little bit of breather before half. Leave it to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth seems to be looking like she's going to have the last shot in the half here. And no shot there. That's going to finish off the half. 35-10, Ravens leading by 25.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, they are fresh off their competition at Blue Valley West, where they received the overall highest team score for any junior varsity team. Please welcome to the floor to perform their prom routine, the Olathe Raven Junior Varsity Dance Team.
And we are back from halftime, from the break from halftime. The score is currently 35-10. Ravens leading by 25. It's going to be the Indians' ball here at the beginning of the half.
What I'd like to see from the Ravens is just continue to bring some of that pressure on defense, take good shots on offense, and hopefully we'll start to see some of the reserves here in a few minutes. Get some girls that don't get a ton of playing time in the game.
Yep. It's going to be 20. Allison Dow with the ball right now, guarded by Mary Reber. Kohler with the ball. Passing it. It's going to be stolen by Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas far past Mary Reber. Mary Reber does not recover it. Tips out of bounds. This is going to be Indian ball. Winnicky taking it up. Always guarded by Sarah Beth at the top. It's going to be stolen. Oh, it's going to be a push off of Sarah Beth. Not quite sure about that call there.
And even though she got the foul, I like the aggressiveness on defense. She gets a lot of steals exactly like that, just picking somebody's pocket.
Yep.
Usually results in 2 points at the other end.
Dow with the shot. That's going to be no good. Recovered by Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth's going to look for Riley Wade, but end up taking it up. And that's two.
And that's just too easy. She took the ball all the way herself. Nobody stopped her. The smart thing to do on defense there is stop her, make one of the other Lady Ravens beat you.
Yep, just unfair matchup with Sarah Beth. Passes it right to Riley Wade. Riley Wade taking up, looking for Erica Bay. It's going to be nothing, but it's going to still go off the Indians to be Ravens ball.
Yeah, the Lady Ravens have gotten a little bit sloppy in transition so far this half. If nothing else, just slow it down, pull it out, and set up an offensive play.
No reason to rush Erica Bay there. Guarded by three Indians. Liz Thomas looking up. Out to Mary Reber. Mary Reber to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth for three, and that's going to be good.
Pointer, Sarah Beth
Winnicky taking it up. Crossing over, out to Dow. Dow for three, and that's going to be short right to Riley Wade again. Riley Wade just sitting at the bottom, right underneath the basket, just picking off every rebound. Sarah Beth looking for something off to Mary Reber. Back to Beth. Right back to Reber. Sarah Beth again. Sarah Beth for 3, and that's going to be good again.
And you really can't say enough about the game of the Drake commit. I mean, all of a sudden she's catching and shooting. She can pull up on her own dribble. She can create her own shot. She's just impossible to stop on offense. And you see right here, she's guarding 10 feet outside the three-point line and bringing pressure.
Summer Weineke.
There's Weineke for 2. Riley Wade to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth pulling up. And it's going to be nothing there, but Riley Wade recovers the ball. It's going to be foul on the floor.
Foul called to number 40, Madison Kohler, her 2nd. Substitution for the Indians, 42, Madison Rosas.
Rosas comes in for Kohler. Sarah Beth to Bay. Bay over to Thomas. Thomas to Reber. Reber looking for something. Riley Wade flash back up the court. It's going to take it. And that's going to be good for 2.
Riley Wade.
And that really is a spot in the zone that they haven't looked to quite enough. I mean, right there, Riley Wade catching the ball at the free throw line. She can shoot well enough to knock that shot down, and they haven't utilized it quite enough.
That's going to be for Dallas. Nothing there. Sarah Beth recovers the ball. Taking it all the way up. Kind of flashed to Thomas for a second, but didn't pass. Thomas with the ball now for 3. Just a little long. That's going to be foul on the floor against Mary Reber, or on Mary Reber.
Indian foul on number 10, Danielle Scaduto, her first, team 2. Substitution number 52, Britton Lee.
Reber with the ball out of bounds. Thomas for 3 right away. And that's going to be in and out, recovered by the Indians. Sarah Beth right now, 20 points on the board. Almost half of the team's points so far in the game. It's incredible. And that just kind of speaks to her entire career. She is the only 1,000-point scorer, men and women's, in Ravens basketball history. She's far and away the leading scorer in the ladies program history. And she still has a good portion of her season left. Yeah, just, you know, after seeing her playing right now in this game, you can understand why she has 1,000 points for the season and 20 points for the game already. Weineke tries to pass it over to Sarah Beth, and that's going to be foul against the Ravens.
Raven foul call on number 23, Erica Bay, her 2nd, team 3.
Weineke passing inbounds straight to Riley Wade again. Riley Wade's gotten about 3 passes so far this game from the Indians. Riley Wade's just going to take it all the way up. It seems to be foul, but nothing called there.
And maybe not her best choice. Triple teamed into the lane. I mean, I'm sure there was somebody else open. You are up 45-12. You like to see the aggressiveness, but I mean, especially in situations like these, it's an opportunity to work on something on offense, whether that be decision making or jump shots, or even if you're working on a new scheme. Yeah. This is the time to put it in place and see how it'll work.
Yeah, she didn't need to go up for a try to draw a foul there. It wasn't really needed at this point in the game. Just cost possession. Kohler just pivoting. That's going to be a travel on her.
And who knows, this might be a very different ball game if Shawnee Mission North just had shot the ball well at all. I mean, a lot of their misses are bad misses. They're not really even what you would consider good shots.
They're just poor shot selection so far in the game. Just giving up a lot of their own possessions to steals and bad passes. Going around the top right now. Riley Wade going again for another drive. Same thing as last time, just unnecessary, really.
A better look, though, this time. She had more space. I didn't mind that shot.
Rosas guarded by Reber pretty heavily. Getting a little frustrated, makes a bad pass to Sarah Beth. You know, you're surprised to, at least I'm surprised to see that Branstrom hasn't subbed anyone in. And it's almost 6 minutes in the, as I speak. Ashley Cass coming in for Riley Wade right now. Harrison to Winicky. Winicky looking inside. Guarded heavily by Bay. Over to Dowd. Dowd pass back to Winicky. Winicky looking for something. That's rejected by Cass. Sarah Beth's going to recover that ball. Liz Thomas with the ball now. Going over back to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth for three. Not quite there, in and out. Ashley Cass looked like she had it, just wasn't in good enough position to get that rebound. Dow with the shot, and that's going to be no good. Recovered back by the Indians and stolen by Mary Reber. Great effort by Mary Reber this game. Over to Liz Thomas at the bottom, back to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth for three, not quite there. Ashley Cass gets the rebound though, tries to take it up, can't capitalize on the shot. However, Reber does get that rebound, takes it back out to set up another possession for the offense here.
One thing that has been nice to see, the Ravens haven't taken any pressure off the gas pedal. It's been full effort 100% of the time, especially on the defensive end. The offensive production has kind of slowed a little bit, but they don't seem to be holding anything back on the defense.
Not at all. Over to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth for two. Can't capitalize. Tries to get her own rebound there. That's going to be a jump ball.
Great pass there by Erica Bay. She was heads up enough to see her teammate cutting towards the basket. Unfortunately, she doesn't pick up the assist.
Sarah Beth's out with the ball right now. Looking for somebody. Going up to Liz Thomas. Liz Thomas is going to look for the three there. Back to Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth looking for something. Over to Thomas. Thomas for three, and that three's going to be good.
I think that's her third three-point field goal of the night. She's passed up on a few decent looks, so I like to see that shot.
That's going to be a timeout for Shawnee Mission North. It's going to be a full timeout.
The Olathe schools appreciate Olathe Health Sport Medicine for providing athletic training services for the Olathe District High Schools. Certified athletic trainer tonight is Steve Hawkins. Athletic trainers join the high schools daily and cover weekly events. Again, thank you to Olathe Health Sport Medicine for care of student athletes.
Coming back from that timeout, the Ravens have shuffled all the starting five except for Riley Wade. Now we have Joan Reber, Bree Gary, Hayden McCormick, Holly McCormick, and Riley Wade on the court for the last, hopefully with the huge lead they have, they'll get some playing time for the last third, the rest of the third and last fourth quarter. Rosa's going to pass the ball in. Or no, she's not. She's going to take it out. Guarded really heavily here. Even the players coming in right now for the Ravens are still guarding so heavily on the Indians. Rosas for three. That's going to be no good. Recorded by Holly McCormick. Actually, kind of shovel pass off to Riley Wade there. Bree Gary's going to pass it out to Jonah Reber. Riley Wade over to Hayden McCormick. Kind of catches it off guard almost. Riley Wade for three, and that's good.
That's her first three-point field goal of the night. That's 5 different Ravens with 3-pointers.
Now Ravens just absolutely on fire with the three-point successful three-point percentage this game. That's going to start the fourth quarter of the race. It is running clock now for the last fourth quarter.
The Ravens' big lead has not really subsided. There's been no dent put in it by the Indians.
No, not at all. That's bar three for Dowd. Recovered again by the Indians. Harrison looking for something over to Winicky. Yeah, just no shots here. Looking inside, recovered by Joan Reaver. Joan Reaver's going to pass to Hayden McCormick. Hayden McCormick to Bree Geary. Bree Geary taking it up the floor. Looking for someone, just going to go inside with it. And that's going to jump. Oh.
I like the thought there from Bree Geary. She was planning on going all the way.
Yep.
Olathe Northwest.
Just stopped right in her tracks there. And just grabbed the ball from her. Holly McCormick passing it out to Riley Wade. Riley Wade looking at Holly McCormick. Holly McCormick's going to take it up. Not a great shot, but you know, probably could have passed it out. Gotten a better look there. Dowd looking for something. Over to Winicky. Winicky for three. It's going to be a long ball. And it's going to be out on the Ravens. Harrison passing it out to Dowd. Dowd guarded by McCormick. Jordy Kohler taking it up against Riley Wade. Nothing there. Riley Wade recovers the ball. Looking for someone down at the court. Out to Joan Reaver. Joan Reaver going to take it all the way up. And that's going to be good for two.
Joan Reaver.
Good move there by Joan Reaver. Go past the height in the middle. Have no fear. Go right at him for a layup.
Winicky's going to go up for three, and that's going to be in and out. Recovered by Riley Wade. Riley Wade with a lot of rebounds tonight. Over to Reaver. Reaver back to Wade. Wade over to McCormick. McCormick looking inside for Holly McCormick. Holly McCormick's going to take that up, backdoor. That's good.
Great fake there by number 30. She faked a pass to her sister, went baseline. Completely caught the defender off guard and got an up and under layup for two.
Yep. And that's going to be a foul on the Ravens.
0, Bree Geary, her first, team 5. At the line, Anna Harrison shooting 3.
Shooting three going to take a little while at this running clock. Going to shave off almost a whole minute.
Substitution number 35.
Riley Wade coming out for Ashley Cass. Harrison for their shot. It's going to be good. Bree Gary's going to take the ball before. Over to Hayden McCormick. Hayden McCormick's guarded pretty heavily. That's going to be a foul on the Indians.
Foul call on number 33, Anna Harrison, her second, team 3.
Correct to McCormick. Over to Cass. Cass goes for a bit of a jumper. Nothing there, though. Indians recover the ball. Dow taking it to court. Guard pretty heavy on McCormick. That's for 3. That's going to be no good. Out of bounds on the Indians.
In the previous 2 minutes, the game's gotten a little bit sloppy. The nice thing is the Ravens have maintained their strong defensive stand.
41-point lead over here with just 3 minutes left in the game.
Stay tuned immediately following this one. We've got boys action. Olathe Northwest Ravens versus Shawnee Mission North Indians.
Bree Gary up for 2. That's going to be nothing there. Recovered by the Indians.
Good look there on the floater.
Rose up top. Looking for somebody. Looking for somebody. Poked out with McCormick. Guarded pretty heavily there. And that's going to go off on Joan Reber trying to get that ball. Two 30-second timeout on the Indians. Ravens back in from the timeout there. Rose lost the ball, nothing there. Recovered by Hayden McCormick. Nothing there on that possession of the ball.
The Ravens doing a good job moving the ball. Late in this game, they're being unselfish. Several Ravens have open shots, and they're passing it up for better ones.
That's going to go to Hayden McCormick. Hayden McCormick's going to look for something there. Passing out to Reber. Reber's going to go up to McCormick. McCormick not quite there. Over to Reber at the very bottom. McCormick going to go inside, driving, and she's going to get fouled on the floor.
Good idea there to go with her left. There's not a lot of girls that feel confident enough to take their left hand into the paint.
McCormick passing in bounds. McCormick to Geary. Geary to McCormick. Open 3. That's going to be nothing there. Recovered by Geary. Great rebound there. Ashley Cass going to take it up. That's going to be deflected, though. Going to the Indians. Indians taking the ball at the court right now. A little overextended. That's going to be out of bounds on the Indians. Gary to Reber. Reber's going to look for McCormick. McCormick wasn't quite there. Bree Gary's going to take that ball up. In and out there. Gets her on rebound, though. Great hustle play. Reber to McCormick. McCormick's going to take that ball up. See, it looks like she was fouled, but nothing called.
About 20 seconds left in this game.
Over to Gary. Gary in the corner for 3. That's going to be long. Indians going to finish out their last possession, 2, 1. And that'll be the game. 55-14. Ravens absolutely blow out the Indians. Saw a great game by Sarah Beth Geldner, Riley Wade, and Mary Reber really making some great hustle plays both on offense and defense.
We'll be back in a few minutes with coverage of the boys game. Olathe Northwest Ravens versus Shawnee Mission North Indians. Thanks for tuning in.